What's up, guys? It's Joe with Hendo Daily, and this is the Kershaw Launch 21. I've had this for about 2 weeks now, and this is a first for me in a lot of cases. This is the first automatic that I've bought myself. Prior to this, my wife got me a Microtech for an anniversary gift one year, and that was 2020, and that was the last auto that I have bought, received, or anything like that. But this is the first auto that I bought on my own. This is my first ever knife from the Kershaw Launch series. It's my first knife that I've had with M4 blade steel, which has had a great edge and has been super tough. And my next steps up for this is just like with the Bel Air the other day. Want to do a cutting test video with this one, only a little bit harder use on this compared to the Bel Air, because this is definitely a tank of a knife that needs to get put through a good beating to really test its limits. So I plan to bring you guys a cutting test video with this knife soon. But if you have not owned or checked out any of the Kershaw Launch series, of all the ones I messed with up at GP, this was definitely my favorite. Obviously, that's why it's in my hand now. Such a great knife. It has really changed my mind on carrying a big knife for EDC. And I've really enjoyed carrying this, and I would definitely recommend it just based off my first experiences with it in this last couple of weeks. So the G10 inlays on it are really cool. I like the texture it's got in the center there. Under the deep carry pocket clip, it has, I don't know if we can really see that, it's got a little landing spot for the clip, so you're not tearing up the G10 on there. They've got that little cutout right in there for the pocket clip. Obviously, if you're going to carry it left-handed, it would fall onto this textured spot, but for you right-handed folks, it does have that cutout into the G10, so it's not wearing that down quicker. So the only complaint so far, I would say, is what I've seen from a lot of other people that did videos on this, is although the button is very well placed and it kicks out really well, if you're using this knife with gloves, because of how flush that button is with the handle, it can make it a little bit more difficult if you're wearing gloves to actually get in there and get a good feel to push that button in. Not impossible, but definitely a little more difficult. So if you can get past that, that's really the only complaint I have with this. But other than that, this thing has been great. So if you have not checked out a Launch series knife from Kershaw, I would definitely recommend it, because this thing kicks like a mule. It's been a great EDC knife, and I'm excited to bring you guys that cut test video on it. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.